Hey everybody, Jets Chaos here, ready for another video. I want to talk about the 4 New York Jets I think that are prime for comeback seasons. That's right, 4 Jets some of you may have given up on, maybe not, that are prime to have an amazing comeback season for the Jets in 2022. The first person I want to start with is one of the obvious ones, Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims had the worst year of his career, unlike any year he's ever had. And that goes back from high school to college to the NFL. His rookie year, he looked very promising. With barely any coaching and with no preseason whatsoever, thanks to the COVID pandemic, Denzel Mims came in, showed flashes, and had us all excited that we had a potential number 1 receiver for the future. Last year didn't go so well. We poisoned him with fish. He got COVID, and he had trouble learning the new playbook. So he didn't do well. As a matter of fact, it was kind of a catastrophe season for him. But does that write him off? He's 23 years old. Give me a break. Now he's put on 20 pounds of muscle and he's ready to go. And we're going to see if Denzel Mims can be a contributor for the New York Jets. Second, I'd like to talk about Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton had an amazing rookie year. He looked like he was going to be an all-pro left tackle for the Jets for many years to come. He did get banged up and miss some time, a lot of games where he had to come out, but at the same time, when you look back at his college career, he only missed 1 game. So Mekhi Becton was not an injury-prone player. He's a player that was already one of the top left tackles as far as run blocking, and he was okay against the pass and obviously going to develop. What happened next was he came out the following year, and he was getting beat in camp a lot by a guy named Carl Lawson, and Jet fans started to panic. Now, remember, this was practice. It was training camp, and he was learning a new scheme. As a matter of fact, the entire offensive line was horrible in the beginning of the year, learning and implementing this new scheme. Unfortunately, a teammate got thrown like a rag doll on top of his knee and dislocated his knee. A lot of Jets fans complained that it was supposed to be a 4 to 6 week injury, and he wasn't able to come back the entire year. This is the fault of the medical team for giving a false expectation of when he was going to be ready to come back. People heal differently. Mekhi Becton did not fail to rehab properly. He didn't ignore doctors. There was no report of that. Jet fans just sometimes have a vivid imagination and like to place blame for their frustrations. Becton is going to come back and continue his path to being an all-pro tackle. You wait and see. Becton is my number 2 choice to come back and have an amazing season. Number 3 is Corey Davis. Corey Davis dropped a few passes early on, but was it really just about Corey Davis, or was it about an offense that was completely overwhelmed? An offense that had no blocking, an offense that was learning a new scheme and being dominated by very high-quality defenses early on in the early weeks of the season. It's not like Corey Davis didn't have some success. There were flashes where he looked like the very good, maybe top-end wide receiver 2, bottom-end wide receiver 1. But hey, that's what you get for $12.5 million. And guess what? That's actually a bargain in today's market. Corey Davis then went on to get injured, so his overall numbers don't look very good. And he's fallen out of favor for Jet fans, and naturally so. But Corey Davis is coming back healthy. He didn't magically lose his talent. He's a nice, big, popular target for Zach Wilson, and he's going to bring great value to the team, and he is completely primed to have a great year for the New York Jets. My 4th player primed to come back and have a great season, I am not going to say Carl Lawson, because Carl Lawson was never blamed by fans. It was just one of those gut punches to the stomach. Everybody expects Carl Lawson to come back fine, and I believe he will. But the player that people doubt, the player that people think might not even make the roster, that I think is primed to make a comeback year and be a very good contributor for this team, is Ashtyn Davis. Ashtyn Davis has spent the first couple of his years beat up, battered, injured, and barely getting to learn and develop and grow. His first year, again, another disaster based on horrible coaching, injury, and a team that was completely out of contention. Last year, Ashtyn Davis came back into the fold and actually was improving and showing progress in what really was kind of his rookie year. Now he's had a full offseason learning and practicing and being able to go over the playbook and get more comfortable in this system. Do I think Ashtyn Davis is going to start? Not necessarily. Do I think he's going to add value to our team and at least be a very strong depth player for the New York Jets defense? Absolutely I do. So look out for Ashtyn Davis. Not only will he make the team, but he'll be a contributor. He'll be a depth piece. He'll come in. He'll help in the box. He even is doing really well against the pass. He already in OTAs has 2 interceptions. I know it's just practice, but it's a really good sign for Ashtyn Davis. So look out for those 4 Jets to come back and have great seasons. Now, when you consider Zach Wilson going into his 2nd year, Carl Lawson coming back, the addition of our magical draft picks, great talent, from Garrett Wilson to Sauce Gardner, to Jermaine Johnson, to Jeremy Ruckert, to Breece Hall, in no particular order. We have quality players. We also have an enforcer, and his name is Michael Clemens, and hopefully a developmental tackle who could be a starter or at the very least a depth piece in Max Mitchell. Very strong 2022 draft. In addition to these players who are going to come back, in addition to some of the players we saw shine last year, get ready, everybody. The Jets are ready to take flight. If you want more content like this and you like this video, hit the little like button. But more importantly, to see future videos, hit that little round Mr. Clean looking guy. He looks like Mr. Clean kind of, to subscribe to the channel. Thanks and have a great day.